Remember, safety first. Don't forget an adult and to get any safety equipment you may need for today's experiment.
Hi, and welcome to Pop Bang Fizz, Stupendous Science! I am Miss Amelia from St. Charles Public Library, and we are coming to you today virtually until we can all be together at the library again. For today's experiment, we're going to be working with density. And trust me, you guys, it's going to be delicious with a capital D. Let's quick go through and make sure we have everything that we need. First, we need to make sure that we have our simple syrup. My number one thing with the simple syrup is make sure you have an adult help you make it because you have to use the stove. And two, to let it cool completely because you don't want to be pouring hot simple syrup onto your ice. All right, second thing you're gonna need lemon juice. Any kind of lemon juice works. If the only thing you have at home is actual lemons, squeeze away. That'll work too. This just has an easy squeeze bottle. You're also going to need food coloring. For this particular one, we're going to show you 3 different layers. So you're going to need, I've got pink, you can use red. I just don't have red, so it's no big deal. I've got yellow, and I've also got blue. You're also going to need a measuring spoon. This is for, hold that up right, 1 teaspoon. And you're also going to need a measuring cup. If you don't have a liquid measuring cup, the most important thing is that you do have at least something that holds a half a cup. You can still make it if this is all you have. And then you need a spoon so that you can mix your mixture. Because I'm right here at the table, I have a glass of water so I can rinse my stuff. Okay. And then you're also going to need 2 glasses of ice. Full of ice. Without the ice, the slow pour is really, really hard. Right here, I have, you guys don't need this set aside, I just had some examples of some of the simple syrup mixtures already mixed up. Do we have everything? Oh, one last thing. If you're not right next to a faucet, go ahead and make sure you bring a glass of water so that you can add to your mixtures. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. And I've got to go get a glass of water too. I'll be right back. All right, let's get experimenting. So what is density? If something's really dense, what does that mean? It can mean that it's really, really heavy and really compact. For example, if you had a big heavy rock and you threw it into this glass of water, bloop, what do you think it's going to do? The big, heavy, dense rock, is it going to sink or is it going to float? What do you think? If you said sink, you're right. Okay, that's what makes our experiment today so cool. Different densities of the liquid that we're going to pour into our glass. So let's get started. First things first, I want to make sure that you guys are super successful in making your layered rainbow drink. So, in case you're looking at the website and you're like, how does hers compare to mine? And how does this compare to that website? I'm going to tell you right now, I've got 3 layers. The first layer that I make, I like to call it pour number 1. Seems pretty easy, right? That's the way I know it's the first one I pour. The next layer is the yellow layer. This is my second pour. And the very last one that I pour on top is the blue one. I found it was the best mixture to get the best layers. So we're gonna start with our pour number 1, the pink or red or whatever color. So we need to put in 5 teaspoons, remember this is 1 teaspoon, 5 teaspoons of lemon, and then 8 teaspoons of our simple syrup. to rinse this off. I'm gonna leave it right over there. And the next thing we need to add is our food coloring. So remember, the first pour is going to be the red pink. This is a gel, doesn't matter. These are liquid, 2 different kinds of food coloring. It's all the same. I only put 3 drops in. You don't really need much more than that. 1, 2, 3. All right. My spoon from earlier. We're gonna mix it all up. All right. I can stick this over here too. So, if we look right here, on the side of our mixing cup, it gives us a whole bunch of different measurements. What we need to do now is add water to this until it comes up to where it says half a cup. On here it also shows that a half a cup is equal to 4 ounces. That's how much we're gonna have when we're done. I've got this cup of water right here. We'll go ahead and make it work. I gotta turn it around so I can see the line too. And then I'll show you guys what I got. Now you might be able to see, it's not a ton, it's not a lot, but it's all the way up to the 4 ounce line. This is also a half a cup. So if you mix your simple syrup and your lemon juice in this cup, you can just fill up the rest of the top to 1 cup, fill up this to the top, and then you'll have half a cup. You'll have 4 ounces as well. So there's more than one way to find it. All right, so here's the fun part. The slow pour over ice. Now, pretend my fist is an ice cube. Slow pour, right? The liquid is gonna come down right on top of it, and I'm just putting a little bit, and it kind of flows over the ice cube, okay? This is what we wanna do to get our layers to show up right. Now, on the bright side, the first pour doesn't matter, right? Because there's no other layers in here. But it's a great time to practice, and I'm going to show you guys how to do the slow pour. One of our cups, I will do the slow pour. The other cup, I will show you what it looks like if you just dump things in. This half a cup will make 2 different drinks. I'm gonna pour a couple ounces into here and a couple ounces into here. All right, turn it around. I'm going over on this one because the ice cube's farthest in the back. I think it'll be easiest for me to pour. Slow pour. All right. A little more in here. All right. And remember this one? I'm just gonna dump. Okay. All right. Ready for our next layer. Get this? Our next layer, our next pour is going to be the yellow layer. Now, the first layer had the most lemon and the most syrup. That means it has the most density. The heaviest layer goes on the bottom. So now we're going to do the medium layer. So for the yellow pour, the second pour, you're going to do 2 teaspoons of lemon, and 3 teaspoons of simple syrup. Rinse this out here. And last but not least, we're going to add in our yellow food coloring. 1, 2, 3. Let's mix it up over here. So there's a little less in this cup right now because there's fewer teaspoons of lemon and simple syrup, which means we're gonna have to add a little more water in there to get it all the way up to the half cup. Okay, here's the tricky part, where it really counts. The slow pour needs to go right on top of an ice cube. Some of it will still mix, and that's kind of what we want it to do. We want it right where they touch. We want them to mix a little and form some different colors. Okay, I'm a little nervous, guys. Let's see. Slow pour right onto the ice cube. Hey, hey, I'm seeing 2 layers. Excellent. Okay. Let's see what it looks like if you were just to dump it in. Not as bad. I still kind of see 2 layers, and they've started to form a little orangey layer coming on here. All right, guys, time for the final layer. This is the lightest, least dense layer. So on our 3rd pour for the blue, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of simple syrup, or 1 tablespoon of lemon and 1 tablespoon of simple syrup. And that's it. And for our very last color, blue. 1, 2, 3. Mix it up. There's even less liquid in here, so we're going to need even more water to get it all the way up to a 1/2 cup, or 4 ounces. Okay, whew. Again, a little water on the table never hurt anybody. Okay, guys, here's the trick again. Slowly pour it directly onto an ice cube, and it'll slowly layer up. Let's check this out. Oh man, here we go. Look at that! It layered! And the yellow and the blue started to mix in between and they formed a green. We didn't even have to make that color. Okay, I'm just gonna dump this directly in. Let's see what happens. Huh. It's kind of just took out the entire yellow layer. Doesn't look bad, just looks different. Interesting. All right, so now here's the best part. If you think about it, you just used sugar water and lemon. What does sugar water and lemon make? Do you know? Lemonade! Now you have super awesome, layered by density, rainbow lemonade. Cheers. Awesome. So, if you want to keep experimenting from home, how do you think you could change it up? You could experiment with more or less simple syrup and lemon juice, see how that works. You could choose different colors and see how those blend. You can even try your hand with the slow pour without ice. Thanks for watching Pop, Bang, Fizz, Stupendous Science. Check back on Fridays for new videos or subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to learn more about science and you have a library card, check out our online resources called ScienceFlix. It's on the library website and it's also linked in the description. Thanks. Bye, guys. Enjoy your rainbow lemonade.